Today we're going to get a Sakyant tattoo. So this is a traditional Buddhist Thai style tattoo. So the reason I chose to get a Sakyant tattoo is because I wanted it to represent my experiences thus far in Thailand. The moment I stepped foot off the plane in Chiang Mai back in 2022, I felt welcomed, felt like almost like it was like a home feeling when I got here. So I wanted something strong to represent that experience of how. So this will be my second tattoo, and I think it's unique, it's different, and I think it means a lot to me. So I wanted y'all to see this journey. Let's go get this tattoo. I got to, give me that shirt right there. All right, cool. So I got to Kum Macha Rock, which is the ArjanNeng Sakyant studio. I walk in, they do a stencil drawing of my design. They make sure that the placement is right where I want it. They make sure the design is what I want. And then after they get the stencil and I agree to the tattoo and its placement. So the room itself is it's kind of wild, right? So it's very different. Right? So there's different statues. I mean, these things look like ancient artifacts. There's just different statues all over the wall. ArjanNeng is the artist, the master artist, is sitting in the center of the room. So I walk in, I sit on a stool. There's two other gentlemen kind of sitting on either side of me. The translator is right next to me. The master artist then talks to me and asks me a few questions. I give him the answers. We do an offering to where I offer him money. I believe it was like cigarettes, a couple of other small trinkets like flowers and stuff. He does a prayer over the offering, and then we get right into it. So I turn around, I sit down, and the two gentlemen on either side of me just grabs me by the shoulders and literally pulls in their directions to stretch the skin out on my back. That was a different type of feeling, right? After that, you're just expecting a poke. So you're kind of anticipating how this thing is gonna feel. And that first poke, it's like, damn, I gotta sit through this for 45 minutes, right? So it's painful, right? It's this long needle that he dips inside the ink and then manually injects the ink with each poke. So it's definitely different than any other traditional tattoo that you would get with a needle gun. And it was a lot more painful than I expected. So they do give you a prayer chant, if you will, to say in your mind throughout the duration of the session. So I'm repeating that prayer chant in my mind. I did find that the chant and me repeating the chant over and over in my mind put me in like a sort of a meditative. If you decide to get a Sakyant, just understand it's going to hurt. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It hurts. But I think that's the process. That's like the joy that comes out of it, that you're knowingly putting yourself through some type of pain, but you're going to see it through to the end and just get through that pain and try not to focus on what's right in front of you, but try to like focus on something else. So as I'm feeling the pokes, you kind of lose your bearing of like, where is he actually poking? Like, what spoke is this? Where at in the design is he? Because you can't see, right? You're like not facing towards him. You're not looking at the mirror. All you do is you're feeling this poke, right? So the poking stops. I feel a spray and I feel a wipe. And I'm thinking to myself, like, are we done? There's no way we're done. There's no way that 45 minutes passed already, but we were. So that meditative state, it actually makes the time go very quickly. He does his Buddhist ritual stuff after we do one more prayer, and that was the end of the experience. I got to shake his hand. I got to shake his two helpers' hands. Had a small conversation with him again through the translator, of course. I got a chance to look at all of the individual statues that he had in there. It was like this amazing work that he had all throughout the walls and different pictures of different monks. And I wish I would have had more time to ask exactly like what a lot of this stuff means. But that's part of the journey. That's something that I can always do research on by myself. And as I continue to come to Thailand, I can do more research on that stuff. After we're done, they clean it. They slap some second skin on there and a small piece of like gold flakes. And that's it. I'm out. So after we're done with it, the translator then goes through everything again as far as what the tattoo means. Drink some water, and then we do another last prayer outside of the tattoo studio with one of his helpers. So we do a prayer. It's more of like a repetitive thing. So he says one thing, I have to repeat. We do that. It's probably about 2 minutes long. They give you instructions on what to do and what not to do. So they give you like a tattoo care. So how do you care for it? The whole nine. They also give you some do's and don'ts from a perspective of, your behavior, and if you wish this Sakyant tattoo to actually fulfill some of its meanings, you can't do certain things, or you can do certain things. And I'll let you experience that. So after that, we're sitting, after the tattoo, we're sitting, and I noticed that each of the people who worked in the studio had a shirt on. I'm like, that's an interesting shirt. Do you guys have any shirt for sale? She said, of course. So I bought a shirt. Here it is. So that's the name of the tattoo studio. Back. And I'm a big shirts guy. Like, I think shirts commemorate memories. And I don't just go around buying any shirt, right? I'm not doing that. What I liked about the shirt is that the fit, the texture, and the look of it. So this is definitely not your like typical shirt. It's drop shoulder, longer sleeves, more of a boxy fitting shirt. And I think that was cool that they incorporated some basic levels of design into the shirt. So it's not your regular shirt. There's some washed, it's like a washed finish. So it's definitely like heather black, or it could be like heather gray. So I love that. I love the design of the shirt, the quality of the shirt. So I ended up buying it. So, I'll wear it. It'll be like a workout shirt, or just gonna grab something to eat. I'll throw a shirt on. So I thought that was cool. I enjoyed that. I always enjoy a good shirt or a good sticker. If you have a sticker, send it my way. I got a funny story. So I watched a lot of Anthony Bourdain. He's an idol of mine, right? So I watched the Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown episode, Chiang Mai. I mean, this episode is probably over 10 years ago. At the end of that episode, he gets a Sakyant tattoo to culminate his time in Chiang Mai. I mean, the episode itself was amazing, super inspirational. So I said, hey, I'm gonna get a Sakyant. So I Googled the guy's name, right? It's all on video, it's all on Parts Unknown. So I Googled ArjanNeng to figure out where's this artist. I've been to Chiang Mai a couple of times. It's easy, I can just go to Chiang Mai and get this Sakyant. So as soon as I Google the artist, ArjanNeng pops up, the first one. But we see that he's in Bangkok. So I said, hey, maybe he moved to a bigger city from Chiang Mai to Bangkok, thinking, okay, he's got more publicity. This was 10 years ago. It's the same guy in Bangkok. I get to the studio, and he has all these pictures up of like Ed Sheeran. He has actors. He has Steven Seagal, all these people that he did Sakyant for. And in my mind, I'm like, well, where's the picture of Anthony Bourdain? So I said, whatever. This is maybe a long time ago. He did Anthony Bourdain. Maybe doesn't know who Anthony Bourdain is. So I'm not even thinking about it. So my wife did more research, and it's not the same artist. So we sent a picture of Anthony Bourdain and the artist he got Sakyant with in Chiang Mai to the studio after the fact, and they confirmed that is not ArjanNeng in Bangkok. It's a totally different artist. But even with that, I'm super happy with the artist that I went to. Again, this is a renowned artist in Bangkok, Thailand. Like, this is no fake or, just a tattoo artist trying to make money and use the name of Sakyant and all these traditions to just get money from tourists. This guy is legit. He knows what he's doing, offers a great experience, and it's the closest thing that you can get to a Sakyant. So he's world-renowned artist. He's done work for many celebrities, many local Thais, many foreigners. Check him out, ArjanNeng.